Okay, so this is just practice for you. It's not an assignment, but hopefully by now you've read what's involved when it comes to creating unordered list and order list through these directions. I mean, basically, an unordered list has the bullets on the side. That means that there's no particular order. You could start with bananas, you could end with pineapples, you could put pineapples on top, and nothing would change. The bullets would still be there as long as you coded it correctly. By that I mean that you would declare an unordered list first with UL and tags, and then have list items for each of your items, as many as you need, and then close the list by declaring the end of the unordered list /UL. If you have an ordered list, it's a little bit different, and I mean very little. It's an ordered list is declared by OL, ordered list, and your list items are very much the same. It's the same content, except you have an O instead of a U on top. And what happens is that HTML says, well, if it's going to put it in order, it's going to automatically put in 1, 2, 3, etc., however many you have. And if you were to go back and change the bananas from the bottom to the top, what would happen is that number 7 would actually be mangoes, and then bananas would be number 1, and everything would get shifted down 1. So for your practice, what you got to do, or what you should do anyway, this is your own practice. If you scroll down to the link practice lists, I'll click on the CodePen exercise. CodePen exercise opens. It's already sort of coded for you in that it's got a heading 2 for both how to cook an egg and new books this year. There is a little bit of direction to follow at the very top if you notice, well, what is an ordered list and what is an unordered list? What do you think would constitute an order of things? I mean, would you say step 1 to cook an egg, and step 2, step 3, etc.? Or would you say New Year's this year, step 1, Lincoln and the Bardos, step 2, unburied? You know, just sort of do a little bit of critical thinking there, figure out which one is the one that you need. Just to show you what's going to happen, you should be adding code to this existing text. Let's say that I have a third list. You don't need a third list. This is just for demonstration. But I could say H2, and I'm going to call this days of the week. And close H2. And then I'm going to, well, first of all, say it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Yes, I misspelled Thursday. And that's pretty much it for the list. It appears the same way rather than it does up here. Everything's from left to right. What is the order? Well, I could say I'm going to do this as an order list. Is this correct? I don't know, is it? Let me add the OL at the very top, and then just to be sure, at the very end, I'll close it. I'll add in the angle bracket /OL. That says that's the end of the list. And in the meantime, I'm going to say that each one of these things is a list item. So I'll add in the LI code before Monday, before Tuesday, before Wednesday, before Thursday, and then before Friday. I'll just put in some tags at the end there. I mean, that space anyway, just to make it look a little bit better. Although it's not giving me any errors, I know that this is wrong because I declare the list item, but I don't say where it ends. So this could be a problem later. I'm going to close the LI. I'm going to copy this just because I'm a slow typist. I'd rather just copy and paste. And now I have the days of the week. This is an ordered list. That tells me this is 1 through 5. If I were to keep on adding days, guess what would happen? Number 6 would magically appear. Well, I don't know that it's magic, but yes, it would actually come into play. Saturday, and then /li to end. And now I have the number 6 plus my Saturday. What if this were an unordered list rather, one that wouldn't matter? Why would I say that this matters more than another thing? Well, I told you before, what if Saturday actually came in first? And I said, okay, let's start with Saturday on top with the list item. And it should show me here shortly that Saturday is number 1. Monday's number 2, although Monday used to be number 1. So this is an ordered list, it wants to keep order. It wants to keep on telling me what the numbers are. If I wanted this to be unordered, I would say UL instead of OL, and CodePen was nice enough to change both of them for me, and now I have bullet list. And what happens is if one day or one of these weeks, and this is a strange year, 2020, maybe Saturday comes first, comes before Monday, and then it wouldn't really matter because everything is bullet list, so there's no numbers to consider. For you to consider in this practice, what would you say, what kind of a list do you think this is? How to cook an egg? Do you need steps that need to be numbered in order? Are the new books this year something that could be numbered or just thrown out like a bullet list like this one? So I'll delete my practice list because you don't need that. So go ahead and give it a shot. And save your file. Once you're done, just click on save and your account will keep the file for you so that later on, at least for my classes, if we need some additional bonus points that you may be missing from assignments, it's always good to do the extra work and then have it ready.